good morning, or is it actually a good morning? And why is it that we say good and not great? It should be great morning. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to me just not too long ago. I've got a dreadful knock at the door. Yes, it was a dreadful knock. Sometimes I'm unsure when I get a knock at the door because it could be a subscriber, or I even do get people that knock on my door and want to talk about my solar panel or my solar setup. But no, unfortunately, it was not that. It was police officers, and they wanted to let me know that there is a city ordinance saying you cannot overnight or camp or sleep in your vehicle. I am on a back road. One side of me there is businesses, and the other side is just a grassy field with trees on one side. And I thought it would be a great place to park. It seemed nice and quiet and out of the way, but not always true if you are in a city that doesn't allow it. It's a funny thing that I was actually overnighting at Home Depot last night and did not get bothered. And also, the people at Albertsons, they were there the next day and didn't seem to had been bothered. And there had been a guy that had parked at Home Depot, and he was still there like 3 or 4 nights, and I didn't see him move or be bothered. But anyways, so I had a conversation with them, and I told them that I was unaware because I was just at a Walmart down the road that allowed 24-hour RV parking, and they said that was a different town. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, my mistake, because it was so close. But he actually was nice enough to tell me. He said, yeah, you can camp in Post Falls, which that's what the town was. And also there's another town about 6 miles up the road that has no ordinances about sleeping or overnighting in your car or vehicle. I like street camping, especially if it's out of the way where there's less traffic because there's less noise. Sometimes at businesses it can be a little noisy, but there is security because usually people don't mess with you when you're at a business. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get my day started. Was a way to wake up this morning. Hate the dreadful knock at the door, but you know, it happens sometimes and you just have to move on. They didn't seem so bothered to let me know that I have to move on directly, just that I cannot overnight in this town. So if I want to spend time in this town, it's fine. I just have to find somewhere to overnight that is not in the city. I always mark the places that I've stayed that are okay, and I did go ahead and mark this spot, but I guess I'll be taking that off. I will also be taking off that Home Depot since it is a city ordinance. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this is Le Cordelier. I've been told several ways on how to pronounce it. This is how it's spelt. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. I took 2 years of Spanish. My sister was the one that took 2 years of French. But anyways, I can't go back to sleep since I've been woken up. Anyways, I don't want to go back to sleep. I have a few things that I want to get done, and then I'm probably going to head over to Post Falls. Come on, Moo-moo. Relaxation is over. Inside. Let up. Come on. Good girl. Here's their line of Predator generators, but these are the really loud ones. I'm looking for the inverted. This is the generator that I've been looking at to upgrade because it will run my whole RV. It does have a 30 amp output. It is inverted, so it's good with sensitive electronics. And it is only $770. So that is an awesome deal. It is actually a 35 peak and 3,000 running watts. But I need to measure it to make sure everything works right. It says it's enough power to start and run an RV AC units up to 15,000 BTU. Here at Harbor Freight, and this is all that comes with it. I measured it, and unfortunately it is about 2 inches too big for my spot. It's a shame because it does have paralleling kits. Like I said, a 30 amp. It has the 110. It has the on-off running like normal. But this one actually has an auto start or button start. It has eco mode and also a 12 volt plug. Well, that's unfortunate. Something for me to think about. Maybe I can make that space larger or something. Well, unfortunately, it's way too big for the spot that I was going to put it in. I wanted to replace the other one, but I made that basket a little too short because of the fact that that generator was not that big and I didn't know I was going to replace it or wanted to replace it. I wanted a spec sheet on it just so I could go over it, and they were nice enough to print me the manual. I was like, oh, that was too much. I just wanted one spec sheet. So, but thank you. They were nice enough to print that. I am going to go look over it since they did print it. I am hesitant about the Predator style RVs. I know this is the newer line with the inverted ones, but I did have a Predator generator. It was my very first one. It was this one right here. It's the 4,000 peak and 3,200 running time, and it's on sale for $339. But that one actually crapped out on me. It did run, but the plugs or the motherboard stopped working, and they said to replace that would be a couple $100. A new one's $339, so that didn't seem right. So I did not do that. I went ahead and gave it to my uncle, and he said he would try to fix it himself. I don't know if he ever did. I didn't see it the last time I was there. And then I ended up getting my new generator, which I do love, and it's Bluetooth and everything, but it's just not strong enough to run the RV. This one will run the AC, the rooftop AC, which is awesome. That's what I've been looking for. I have looked at another one, which is a Yamaha, and it is dual fuel. It goes on propane or gas, and it was actually, I don't know if it was a 35 peak. I think it was a 32 peak. I'm not sure. Anyways, I really like that one as well. This one also has a gauge on it telling how much amperage output and how many hours you have left on it, just like this one, but this is Bluetooth. And I do really like that about that one. So it's something for me to be thinking about. I am going to look over the specs in the manual and just, I don't know. I might make it happen. The only thing I don't like is that it does weigh over 100 pounds, and that's because it is a bigger model, and it also has a battery for the auto start, which makes it heavier. So yeah, I'm hesitant on that because I don't know if I want to put that much weight on the bumper, but it is rated for 500 pounds, so it should be fine. Anyways, that's that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it is supposedly super quiet because it is an inverted generator, and its dBs are 57, which is the rating for how loud and noisy the generator is. Since I do have the manual, I want to go ahead and show you the diagram of the front. Like I said, it has the 30 amp and the 15 amp. I know I called it 110 earlier. Also the DC, or that's, yeah, the DC port. Somewhere, there it is, DC port. Here's where my generator is now, and like I said, this area is just way too small. It is 2 inches too small this way, and it's several inches too small this way. I could always bring it out a little bit, but then still, it won't fit that way. I'd have to bring it out a lot. It's something I'm not sure I'm willing to do. Time to install my little octopus hook. Right now I have various hooks, and it's mismatched and doesn't look very good. So yeah, this will look much better. Well, everything is installed. I even added in a few of these bronze hooks. I think it looks 100% better. Got this with extra stuff on it. I have a purse on it now. Actually, this holds all my LED flashlights, and I have a charger that goes right to that. And this is Moo-moo's poo-poo bags. I keep it right by the door so they're easy access. Keys and Moo-moo's walking stuff. Well, considering I was abruptly woken up at 7 a.m., the day's turning out pretty good. I ended up coming here to Wally World in Post Falls, and I'm just chilling out. I'm probably going to take Moo-moo for a little walk, and then I'm just going to relax the rest of the day. It's been a long day. I'm not used to getting up. Usually I get up about 9 o'clock, and so it's 2 hours early. I was not planning for it because I did stay up editing a little late last night. But anyways, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. Hopefully next time I shoot a video we can go for a hike or something. So I'll see you then.